It's the same thing with UFOs, which now Congress is finally having another hearing. I think their first hearing since the 1960s on UFOs. It's Congress. There's less of a stigma now about if you believe in UFOs, you're crazy. It's out there now that there are unidentified objects moving in a way that are not earthly, that are the technology is not of this world, and they're finally investigating it.
Yeah,
finally. So, but why did I say it's like UFOs?
You just said it was just like UFOs.
I just said it was just like UFOs, but I was making a point.
Yeah, but you didn't get.
What was I saying before that?
Mom love.
Mom, no, but I was saying
we gave insight as to why it happened. You know
why it happens.
Mom love.
Mom love.
Yeah.
On our YouTube channel. But yeah, they're finally investigating that. You know.
Elon said he hasn't seen any. He just did a.
Oh, that's why I said it. I said, don't lie to the people. Don't lie. It doesn't work. It has horrible long-term consequences. Tell the whole thing. Treat us like adults. It's like when you're a comedian, you want to play to the top of the intelligence of the room. You don't want to assume people are stupid. Mm-hmm. It never goes right. I've made that mistake over and over and over again. Play up to the better angels of people's nature.
Yeah.
Trust them that they can hear the whole story. Trust them that, trust people to say, hey, in this instance, trust them to say, hey, this guy hated white people. He went in with his car and he was mowing them down. This is who he was. This is history. This is who he was. Trust them to say, hey, this was a white guy. He's a racist white guy. He hates black people. He was there to murder black people. Here's some of the things he said he was listening to. Let's talk about all these things. How can we dissect this and figure out what's going wrong here? Here's the gun he got. Here's how he got the gun. Here's what he said about his school. Here's what went unnoticed, what unchecked. Tell the whole fucking story. Stop trying to sugarcoat and pussyfoot around what's going on because you're scared of what the reaction will be. You're scared it will radicalize because you know what's happening? The opposite. Mm-hmm. By omitting, you're radicalizing people because they fill in the blanks. They get angry that you're omitting it because they're not stupid, especially now with the internet. They're not stupid. They can clearly see that it wasn't an SUV, a Tesla gone wild. Okay? They can clearly see that. You can clearly see this guy and Dylan Roof were intentionally targeted black people in order to try to spark a race riot.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do. So by you going up there and talking about his talking points, you're doing what he wanted instead of going, hey, this is crazy people exist. What is making these crazy people do this? Mm-hmm. Why this?
Yeah.
Don't omit. Don't pussyfoot around it. Be a Mexican boxer. Nobody wants to watch a fight, okay? Unless you talk a good game like Money Mayweather and you can get me hate you to the point where I want to tune in to see if you'll get knocked out, which is brilliant marketing, especially, and also confidence in your skills. And he's the best of all time, no question. But let's be honest. A lot of his fights towards the end were boring. Mexican boxers stand in the fucking pocket and they bang and they either get knocked out or they win. So stand in the pocket. Don't pussyfoot around the story. We're mature adults. We're adults. We can handle it. Tell the whole story so you don't create the vacuum that is filled by conspiracy and radicalization. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. You leave a vacuum open because you're omitting parts of the story and it's filled by conspiracy and radicalization.
Yeah.
Both ways.
The media's paying on installment plans, but they got to deal with the interest.
You got to deal with the interest, man. The payment is, everything has a cost. Mm-hmm. And the problem with the media is they don't see their culpability in it. They just point the finger at the other side. Where it's like, hey, man, there's two things going on here. You're both doing it. Who started it? I don't know. Probably Fox. When you look back at editorialized news, they were the first. They came in, they changed the game by getting on there and screaming about there's MS-13 on your fucking windows and the white man's trying to be replaced. And fucking they got Bill O'Reilly and he's up there yelling and cutting people off and it got high ratings because it's fast food entertainment. It's fast food news. It's bad for you. It's coated with a lot of sugar. It's a good short-term hit. And that's where it probably started, to be honest with you. They really started that genre of let's throw my favorite is let's talk to a few experts. Let's talk to a few experts on this. And then it would be Amy Schumer and Tim Dillon sitting there on Fox News. Let's talk to a few experts who happen to be professional entertainers. Who's an expert?
They're experts.
At what?
Snickers.
Right. I knew that was coming.
Yeah. I was going to have you finish it, but you didn't do it.
Well, I threw it to you because I knew it was coming. So it's a big problem, man. You know? Dude, propaganda works, man. It just molds the way people think. It really does. That's why the Nazis had that was part of their whole plan. That's why Goebbels was so important to what they were doing. Because it just works, man. It just fucking works. I hate to say it, but it plays on people's emotions. It gets them to believe certain things. And it just works. And when the media becomes content creators because they're trying to compete for the same eyeballs as comedians and fight videos and, you know, a guy dancing as a weatherman to a little skimpy or whatever. You know that weatherman?
Yeah.
I think he might have been from upstate New York who just he's got millions of followers. He just dances. It's fun content. The media should not be competing for ratings with those guys. I don't know if, truth be told, I don't know if the media should be concerned with ratings at all, which is a whole nother conversation. But then you look at NPR and you're going like, that's a fucking mess too. So I don't know what the answer is. I'm not here to fucking give answers. I'm here to give you a long day. Yannis,